Alright guys, so I've been installing the Innovate Flex Fuel sensor into my car. So I noticed a lot of people haven't been, the videos on YouTube isn't really great for this car. So, I mean, I already got ahead and like installed the gauge for the most part of my car. I was just waiting for the adapters to run the fuel lines. But, I mean, it's the one that, I think it was the most universal sensor. It's honestly not that bad. It was like 200 bucks. And I bought a little like gauge pod just to hold it up and put it in the glove box. Since the sensors, not the sensors, the fuel box is down there. So it is a mess. I'm sorry guys. I kind of wish I would have recorded it earlier, but it's right there. And let me show you that. I think it works great. If I press the button. Oh yeah, battery's disconnected. But once I have everything set up, I'm gonna show you guys how it actually looks. But yeah, I should have a flashlight around. Hold on. Where's my flashlight? Okay. It's a mess in here. I'm also gonna install my Roush exhaust. I got it on Amazon. But yeah, here's my gauge. It is dusty, but I feel like it was the easiest route instead of connected to the pillars. I forgot what brand. I think Glow Shift made one made for this car, but it holds three gauges. I really just want one because my access port on everything else I need. But once I have the battery connected, the sensor connected and all that, I'll show you how it actually looks. But I routed from here, the cable's back there. And let me go to engine bay. I routed from this big rubber grommet in engine bay. If you can see over there, behind the AC line. And this right here is the wire that connects to the sensor. I routed some fire loom with it, engine loom. Here it goes. Here, the little pigtail. And I have the sensor mounted. The only downside to this, I think fuel-lit sensors. Yeah, the fuel-lit sensor has a bracket where you can like just drill it into the battery box. Well, this one didn't have a little bracket, so what I did was drill some holes inside and I put a zip tie. I might do two, but honestly I wasn't really worried about it because I know the fuel line's gonna support it anyway. But it just makes me feel better that it's not just dangling. But regardless, yeah, I wish I would have showed this a little sooner, recorded a bit throughout the steps, but yeah, I mean, I put the negative cable, the white and black cable routed together, put a little butt connector on it. Let me go back to the dash here. Little kickboard, kick panel, we won't call it. And there's a red cable right here. I spliced it. This one right here, I'm sorry. I know what it is, it's not the greatest, but hopefully this helps somebody. And the negative cable, ground cable connected right there. Don't worry about the little bundle right there. That's for my little dead pedal thing. But yeah, it works great. And I'll show you how it looks after. So I finished installing the sensor, and the videos I watched before, which I know that the fuel sensor itself, the flex fuel sensor, the barbs, the metal side is 3/8, and the fuel line itself is 5/16. But the one where it's connected to the fuel pump, the barb right there, or prong, I'm not sure what you really call it, but that itself is 5/16. And originally, I was gonna get a quick connector. I'll show you a little example, like one of these. But Napa didn't have any in stock until Monday, and I didn't get to work, so I connected this line and these little fuel clamps too. It was just fine. I drove probably like 20 miles so far and I had no issues yet. And I mean, I get pretty paranoid throughout the drive. So I'll check here and there like throughout the drive. But no, I haven't had any leaks yet, so it's been good. So the sensor holds up pretty well. I have no issues there. I'm also gonna add more lume to this to protect it from the heat. But what I did was the original fuel line, the low pressure line, I took that, cut it where I only need, well, I cut it so I can use one side of it, connect to the hard line down there. This black one, the little plastic wrap around it. Connected that, I put connector to the other end of this fuel sensor right here. And then I put another connector on the other end, got a 5/16 line and connected to the fuel pump. I found that was the easiest way. I didn't have to take the intake off or this plastic piece here or the battery out like most videos I've seen. And it was really easy. It would have been easier if I had all the parts available all at once. But I never dealt with fuel lines before. So I was kind of worried about if I need like the metal ones versus the plastic connectors, which they do fine regardless. So I'm gonna show you where my gauge is hooked up at. I know the previous video wasn't that great. It was kind of scattered, but I was just hoping I could help somebody out here. So put it in the glove box, and you see the reader right there. Where I start the car, I was about like 10.5, and it is gonna change a little bit based on your 91, 93, whatever you have around here, or back in your town. But I plan on doing an E30 tune, just have that convenience of not like trying to figure out what I need per gallon. For my fuse box, once you're looking up the diagrams, I looked up some forum. Fuse, I think 58 underneath the passenger glove box. I used a 20 amp, connect that. Use more like a little splice adapter, put a fuse, put another 10 amp fuse. I had no problems yet. It runs great. I ran it up to like 80 miles per hour. Yeah, I really have no issues at all. I really want a Bluetooth sensor one, to fuel it, like the one I mentioned a little earlier about the earlier video. But I didn't want to pay $350 for that. Especially, I don't know, I feel like a Bluetooth sensor would go bad in the heat because it gets really hot in there. But I don't know, this was pretty easy. It's only $200. Gives me an easy mind wherever I want to do my tune. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'm more happy to help. I'm not a professional. I'm not a great editor. I don't really edit my videos where I'm trying to get a lot of views. I'm just trying to help somebody out because whenever I do a project, I like to watch a video, even though it's probably like really simple too. Even like oil changes. If it's a new car to me, I always look up like how to change the oil on a different car, just so like I know what to do and it saves me time. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Any questions? I'm happy to help. Just let me know.